Hello, good morning or good evening or good afternoon. We had our first snow here in Askøy, just a couple of centimeters, but it's quite cold. Always nice to see the first snow, but typical west coast weather is snow, rain and ice, so that's the way it is. But it's nice. You get some Christmas spirit with the snow, that's for sure. This is typical for this season. We're getting closer to Christmas and the snow starts to come. A little bit off and on with the snow, that's typical, until January. Then it's starting to be more snow and it's laying longer on the ground. I'm not a winter guy. I'm not. I think the winter is beautiful, of course, and I can understand that people that are not used to snow think it looks magical. But what do I prefer? Warmer weather or colder weather? For me, I like warmer weather. But that's maybe because I live in a country where we have different seasons, and I can understand that people that only have maybe summer and quite warm climate all the time maybe would love to visit a country like Norway and see the snow. It's kind of magical, it is, especially when you see the snow hanging from the trees, and it's kind of magical. I can understand that, but it also is some frustration with the winter. You got the cold, of course, and not that easy to do activities in the winter if you don't like to ski. I'm not a skier. It's fun, but that's not what I love to do. But of course I can drive an hour and a half to get to really good skiing conditions. But that's not me. I'm a summer guy. But of course it's beautiful. It is. Winter is beautiful, and especially around Christmas time, then it's nice to see the snow. I can understand that people are dreaming of that. But for me, it had been enough with 1 week of snow around Christmas, and then it could be gone. But of course it's beautiful. But you don't get too many colors this season. It's white, some green, gray and brown. That's it. And of course you get the cold. But the challenging thing here in Norway, especially on the west coast, like I said, is that you have so many different variation in the weather in one day. It could be cold, it could be warm, rain, snow and ice. But just listen to the sound when you walk on the snow is kind of nice. Yeah. So I'm out shooting today with my Action 2 in 4K 60. This is not going to be a test. I just want to see how the image quality is when it's a little bit white outside. So I'm going to take up my GoPro 2 and see how that looks. Not going to be any side by side, but just want to get out and show you a little taste of the winter. It's not much, it isn't, but it's some. But we will get more snow later this winter, trust me. So I can turn the camera so you can see something else than my face. So here you can see it's not much snow now, a couple of centimeters, and as usual it's melt a little bit during the day and it freezes and will snow again later today. And it's still quite wet outside. That's always typical this time of year, but it's nice to see the snow laying on the trees, and it's much more magical later in the evening when we get a lot more snow. Then you can see all the bigger trees with lots of snow. So it's a nice change. Thinking about the autumn is over, and the start of autumn is really, really beautiful when the leaves are falling from the trees, but later in autumn it's just grey and boring. So it's quite nice with some white between it. So what was the image quality now on the Action 2? This is with the latest update, but I didn't make any big changes to the quality. They made some with some kind of exposure settings, and but what I really like about the newest update is that the battery now isn't discharging when it's connected to the screen module. So that's good, because that was stupid when you attach your Dji Action to the screen overnight. It was empty. It just keep charging all the time. That was quite stupid. Yeah, so this was just a short little test, and I want to show you a little taste of the winter. It's quite beautiful, it is. But just wait till we get more snow, then it's beautiful. So I think I'm gonna take up my GoPro Hero 10 so we can see how that look in the snow, because I really like the image quality from the Action 2. Like I said in previous video, again and again, I think the colors on the Action 2 is way more natural than the GoPro. But we're gonna see how the GoPro look. The lighting condition is okay, but we're gonna take it up and see. Yeah guys, we're back on the GoPro Hero 10 in 4K 60 wide. All the same setting as the Action 2. All auto, white balance at 5500, EVCOM 0.5, and max ISO is 800. I just want to see how the GoPro looks in conditions like this, when you don't have too many colors. You only have white and some brown and a little touch of green. We all know that the GoPro tend to make your image really contrasted and oversaturated, but the Action 2 is more on the normal side. But I really enjoy the GoPro 2. It's a great camera for sure. I don't have either of them as any favorite. I think both of them are great for what you use them for. I think I'm leaning more towards the GoPro when it comes to all action, because of the body, of course. And the Action 2 is a little bit more of a premium camera, in my opinion, at the premium price. So yeah, but it's beautiful now when we get some snow. A lot of people are envying us for the winters in Norway, but trust me, when you lived here your entire life, you're getting quite bored of the snow. Of course, it's beautiful with different seasons, and I can understand that people think this is magical, but when you have winter for, like here in Bergen, we have winter around a couple of months, but we don't have that much snow here. But think about people living longer north in Norway. They maybe have 6 months of winter, then you're just pretty tired of it. If you only have the 4 seasons with perfect weather each season, 4 months of 3 months of summer, 3 months of spring, and all of that, that would be excellent. But the problem is here in Bergen, where I live, we have more like 2 seasons. You have the autumn and you have the winter, maybe spring and autumn. We don't have that much of a winter. So let me turn the camera so you can see other things than my face, and we're gonna see how the image looks on the GoPro Hero 10. Okay guys, I'll turn the camera facing towards me, not towards me, but away from me, so you can see how the colors look and all of that on the GoPro Hero 10. And which camera do you think produces the nicest colors? In some settings I think that the GoPro do a really good job, and the same is for the Action 2. So here you can see a bit of snow, not many centimeters, maybe we got 5 centimeters this night, starting to melt a little bit, and then it's gonna start to snow later today. But yeah, it's quite nice, it is, that's for sure. But what I don't like about the winter is running in the snow, wet and cold and all of that. That's not my cup of tea, but it's nice, it is. So are you ready for Christmas now? For those who celebrate it, not everybody is celebrating Christmas of course, but it's my favorite time of year, Christmas time, with all the good food and family time and just relaxing. But it's quite stressful too around Christmas, all the Christmas shopping and a bunch of people, and so it can be a little bit stressful too. That's what I like, to be outside, just to relax and calm down a little bit. So which camera do you prefer? Action 2 or Hero 10? People are nagging about these cameras all the time. I'm quite bored of watching all of those videos. Of course we all do that just to get some subscribers and views, but can't wait to use the camera in action and filming a little bit more, travel a little bit more. But as the rest of the world, it's quite difficult to travel now. That's the way it is, we just have to respect that. But it's nice to see some snow. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna switch again to the Action 2 and go back home and prepare dinner for the rest of the family. So let's go back. I'm gonna change to the Action 2 again, and yeah, let's do that. Hope you enjoy this short little video with some sample clips from the Action 2 and the GoPro Hero 10 in a little taste of winter. Okay guys, we're back again on the Action 2. I'm walking more or less the same path as I did with the GoPro. Can you see any major difference? This is not gonna be, like I said, a test which camera is better than the other. Just some sample photos of a little taste of Norwegian or Bergen winter. But I'm starting to enjoy the field of view of the Action 2. In some settings I would love to have some kind of linear mode, but as long as you don't get too much distortion in the image, that's alright in standard DWAP. So this is 4K 60. So nice to see the snow. It's quite beautiful. It is. That's for sure. Many people are dreaming about experience some kind of winter and snow, then you should visit Norway. But I would highly recommend to go further north in Norway to experience real winter. We can have it here in Bergen too, of course, Bergen is a beautiful place, but then I recommend coming here on spring and summer to go hiking in the mountains. That's the best thing to do in Bergen. What I like to do. Of course, we have some good ski places here too, but if you like to do that. Let's see here. This was the spot I was shooting with GoPro 2. You see a big difference. The field of view is massive on this camera, even in D-warp. How does it expose? It's nice. Let's go back. Yeah guys, I hope you enjoy this test shot, sample shots with the GoPro Hero 10 and Dji Action 2. I just wanted to see how they perform in conditions like this. Not the most exciting colors today, but always nice to see how they manage and handle the white, the green, the brown and all of that. I'm still quite sure that Action 2 is going to perform a little bit better in the colors, more natural colors. But some people, of course, really enjoy the punchy GoPro footage, and I like them too in the right environment. And the colors here in Norway is quite boring in winter, but it's nice to see some kind of light in the dark winter, because here in Norway when you're waking up in the morning it's dark, when you finish at work it's dark, so it's quite a boring season, especially I think so. Many people enjoy it, but like I said, I'm a summer guy because of my interest. So I just want to thank you so much for checking out this video, and please subscribe. I see, of course not everybody's enjoying my videos, but I got some good views in some videos, but that's normal if you make a topic that is interesting for people to watch. And I would like to see a little more reaction to my videos. Thumbs up, I prefer that of course, and a sub, because I'm gonna produce a bunch of videos coming forward. So if you enjoy content like this, and it's actually free to subscribe, I'm not gonna push you with a lot of reviews of products and stuff like that. Of course I hope in the future that I maybe can get some kind of brand deal, but then it has to be interesting to me, and it has to be something that I will spend my time using, of course. I don't want to do a bunch of reviews of a bunch of stuff and oversell it to people, because we are bombarded with that on YouTube lately, and I'm quite boring to watch. But of course, if a company out there reach out to me and they have some interesting products for me to test, I would love to do that, of course. So yeah, thank you so much. It's Friday, yeah, and I'm gonna relax today, maybe take a beer. I'm planning to drive my wife to something called julebord, and that's a tradition we have when we're getting closer to Christmas. It's a party, so we will see if I'm doing that. I think I'm gonna do that, just to be nice to her. Yeah, leave a comment down below, and of course give me some kind of reaction, thumb up, thumb down, anything. So and for all of those who supported me so far, I'm really happy about that. Just thank you so much. So I'll see you on the next one.